Thank you. I have another question. I use the Unity 4, and I developed my app for Samsung Galaxy Note Mobile. Uh, the Unity not support S Pen input. Have you planned to fix for this?
Could you
Understand? Uh, I have to develop my app in Unity 4. Yeah,
Okay.
understand?
You did your app in Unity 4?
Yes.
Okay.
The Unity 4 is not a support S Pen input for the Samsung. Yes. The S Pen on Galaxy Note.
Is this just in general for you're just trying to do game code and it doesn't realize the inputs there? Or is this for some specific subsystem where input isn't being recognized?
Uh,
Sorry, is it for just the normal parts of your game, or is it for user interface, or which areas?
It's a normal part in
Normal.
the games.
Okay. I'm not sure what calls Unity receives from the device when it comes to that input mode. Normally for mobile device, I'm guessing it's Android.
Yes.
Yeah, we just have touch events. If the Android is raising some custom type of events for the pen, Unity probably doesn't handle those and pass them through currently. And I'm guessing this is something the new input system would be working to resolve as a custom input mode.
Yes.
Yep. So we don't have support for that by the sounds of it currently.
Thank you.
Do you intend to have a support for recording audio? And for example, if I want to record some audio input and do some process.
For recording for storage or for playback in game, I assume?
For example, if I want to have a sound record and to capture the volume of the song and as the input of a game.
Yes, in Unity 5, there's an audio plugin system that you should be able to find a small SDK for doing DLLs, I believe, to take that as input. Unfortunately, we don't have our audio guy here. His presentation would actually show you examples of this exactly. So I would suggest checking one of the presentations recorded for one of the other locations, or it should be actually already logged about, I hope, I don't remember. But there is a system added for 5.0 for this.
We also have an API class called microphone, which looks like you can record audio from. But I haven't used it, so I'm not sure how it works exactly.
No one else? Oh,
No,
Carl?
no.
I know your question, Carl.
Best brief.
We'll answer it in the car park afterwards.
Hello, sorry, it's about animation again. So I'm making 2D games. For example, I wanted to animate the UI to move from out of the screen into the screen. Then in the animation, it will remember the absolute position, right? So now if I wanted to relocate this to somewhere else, well, it will warp to the old position. So everything in my scene, I have to wrap it into another dummy game object. And then inside that, my animation would be based on 0.0. Yeah, so it's like x0 to x minus 100. and then I can freely move the outer game object to somewhere else. Yeah, but so I think maybe if we have, in the transform, in every game object we have a transform, right? If we have a kind of property named offset or something, and then I can animate on that offset.
In the transform, the position is always relative to the parent
Yes.
pivot. So I'm not sure what having the field called offset would achieve in this case.
So for now, I have to wrap many objects in my scene into another layer, so I can move the outer game object to anywhere in the scene without affecting the animation inside.
Yes, that's how the system currently exists. It would be like adding extra fields to a transform just to specify an offset though. And I'm not sure if that's something we wish to do because we like to keep the transform sort of very small and high performance. Renee might have some more thoughts on this.
So
Yeah.
instead of animating on the X of transform, I wanted to animate on the offset X or something like this.
Yes, I mean, the best way to do it currently, which it sounds like what you're doing, is to have the animator on the parent object and then move the child. Yeah. We don't have a better solution to that right now for the animation system. Something you could do instead, though, is write a custom component that does tweening or something like that instead. And that would be a programmatic solution, but it's not using the animation system to do that.
Thank you.
Hi. I was thinking about the EveryPlay system that allows you to capture video and upload to this sort of blog that many players who are playing the same game can see, right? I was wondering if it's possible to use EveryPlay video capture API to just capture video without using the social feature, just to capture video and do whatever I want with it.
Not currently, as far as I'm aware. I can give that feedback to the team who are working on EveryPlay. I'm not sure how that aligns with what they're trying to do currently, though, so I don't have a specific answer for that.
It's also limited to only 2 platforms at the moment, so I don't know how extensible it would be to cover what you're interested in as well.
I mean, it's part of what it's doing, right? So I was just thinking if it can be exposed as a separate API that EveryPlay uses and can be used on its own also.
Understood. We will definitely give the feedback, but I'm just also offering that it's also, EveryPlay, I believe, is only on 2 platforms. So I'd also know if that will cover everything that you're interested in and where you would record too. So it could expose it, but from our perspective, when we expose an API like that, we prefer trying to be covering all the devices that we do. So it opens up another set of problems that we would have to look at. But it is an interesting request, and we'll think about that and offer it to the team. So it looks like we only have 5 minutes left. Is there any other questions? But you had Carl's question. So, yeah. You're doing him that favor. Where's mine? So, I did have a slide. We know it's been heavily asked for by numerous people. For those who are not familiar with the nested prefabs, it's allowing you to reference, to instantiate another prefab as a child game object. As I note, we've kind of kept on thinking about working on it, making implementations of it, pulling it, trying again, and rethinking our solution for it a couple times. Work is resuming on it right now, and then that's pretty much where we are. The work's in progress.
Yep. I know it's being worked on. So nested prefabs is one of those problems that conceptually seems like would be something simple to solve. But once you get round to doing the actual implementation, it gets very, very complex very quickly, especially when you're looking at, say, workflows with modifying nested prefabs, exposing properties from a nested prefab up to the parent level for modification and things like that. So I know that currently there's some people working on solving these issues as well as working on all the workflows and tools to make them work properly from a user's perspective. And everyone really wants them, even on our side. So we really want them for the UI, for example. And we're trying hard and pushing the team to get them done for us.
But yes, as for timing, we have they have not come to their conclusions on when it would wrap up. So, with the last couple minutes left, I will offer the fact that the roadmap that I've talked about thus far has not been published anywhere yet. I will do so soon. We will try and have it published on our website. And if you do have further requests or features, we have the feedback site where you can submit or vote on features already being asked for. And then certainly if you have your bugs or issues, please submit them. We would love to know about them so we can help address them. And otherwise, thank you all very much for all your questions. Your inputs and discussion is very valuable for us. Thank you all, and have a good day.